Okay, then we start tearing down the heads. This is cylinder 1-7, and I'm just going to take off the springs and valves and put them at the side at the moment.
See the sunset, but she feels its glow. In her world of darkness, love's all she knows. She was born without sight, but oh what a heart. You feel every beat, every tear, every part. Blind love in our eyes, could never miss. No vision requirements for love like this. Blind love, it don't need light. Sees clear through the darkest night. With faith in each touch and trust in each word, blind love flies free like an unfettered bird.
Okay, so the valves is out. Now I'm going to check it with the vacuum, look it over and get them out to MMR. So here we are at the shop in Malmö, and the same as I did, we do a quick checkup with the vacuum, control all the valves, try to get them as sealed as possible, write down the numbers, and then we start grinding on the seats to get them as good as possible.
In a tender embrace, to her every wrinkle tells a story true. In the silence of night, her love shines through. The kind love, it don't need light. Sees clear through the darkest night. With faith in each touch and trust in each word, blind love flies free like an unfettered bird. Blind love flies free like an unfettered bird.
And here you can see the machine that we're going to grind the seats with. This one is self-calibrating, and we put it in the guide, and then you're going to see that it's calibrating one more time just to be in the right spot where the valve actually moves. And when it's in the right position, we can start grinding, and we are not using electric, we do it by hand because we just want to touch it up and get a nice surface, but as you can hear, it's a little bit off. As you can hear, this was the worst one. We go all through them all just to give them a touch up and get a smooth surface on them. We also had two valves that we needed to correct just a little bit. It was not a big one. Normally if it's too big we change them, but in this case it's just touching them. And we do this every second year just to be sure that it's always happening something. And during the season we all take the pressure off the spring. We do a leak down test after every race, so we try to keep control of them and go through them in the winter. And we're back in our shop again, and I just want to make sure, I want to test it with my own vacuum, so I have the same reference for the next time. I use a simple one. I just have how much vacuum I can create, and that's the pressure of the line. So just go ahead and check all the valves, and ready to put on the valves and the retainers. Okay, so all of them is around 80, and then I'm happy. So now I'm going to start put on the springs. And when I take the valves, make sure that they're clean and put on assembly lube. Putting silicone in the corner of the head gasket just to keep the oil from coming out. I take the return that's down in both front and back. I take the oil supplies for the rocker arms as little as possible so it doesn't clog up the channel. and then I torque down the heads. So when everything is done and torquing down a specification, we are ready with the head job, and we're going to start putting the rest of the engine together, and hopefully soon it's going to be a startup. The heads are on, everything is tightened down, everything looks good. So now we can continue with the rest of the engine and put it together. And this is the end of this video. See you later.